There's often a lot of misunderstanding about bees.
If you talk to some people, they say, oh, those things that sting me. They don't realize all the benefits that bees provide. If we didn't have bees, in a doomsday scenario, we wouldn't all die. But just understanding that bees provide a very beneficial service to mankind by pollinating a lot of the vegetables, a lot of the fruits, all the yummy stuff that we like to eat. Chances are bees pollinated it. And so that's a big thing is, learning what bees do for you.
And this group in West Virginia, called the Appalachian Beekeeping Collective, is doing just that, learning that keeping bees can provide benefits beyond the food they eat.
The mountains, the trees, the forests, the flowers. We have a seam of gold in West Virginia that honeybees can turn into honey. We gather people, laid off coal miners, single mothers, anyone who wants extra income. And we teach them how to raise bees and then purchase the honey from them.
Students in the collective learn from master beekeepers like Cindy B., who gets her last name from a long family tradition of beekeeping.
I tried everything in the world not to be a beekeeper because I grew up with it and I was just bent, bound, and determined to do something else. So I have 2 master's degrees, and I ended up doing bees anyway. And I really do like it. I love the teaching part of it too. You're telling them the things about the queen and the hive and how fun it is and how amazing it is, and they really, truly do get into it.
And what Bee is doing is working. Just ask her students.
I did have some that did survive the winter. So this was like my first year of actually keeping bees over winter. So it's a big deal. It's a huge deal. I'm very excited.
The beekeeping classes are free and open to anyone interested in beekeeping. Upon graduation, some beekeepers receive beehives from the collective, also for free.
They're doing everything that they can to help lift me up and to become an independent beekeeper.
In addition to receiving hives, beekeepers receive routine mentoring.
The assistance that we get from the Appalachian Beekeeping Collective is very important to our success. The mentor comes by every couple of weeks and we go through the hives. The classes have taught us things that would have taken years to have learned otherwise.
Like how the male bees get kicked out for the winter.
Because if he's not going to work, he's not going to eat. And that's a scripture right out of the Bible.
Beyond the specifics of beehives, the collective teaches its beekeepers how to use their hives as a means of rebuilding their livelihoods and neighborhoods.
We have a lot of small towns throughout central Appalachia that have been devastated by the downturn in the coal industry.
West Virginia now has the lowest labor force participation in the nation, and mining jobs are disappearing, about 79,000 down from 1990 to 2018. In Summers County, where Appalachian Beekeeping Collective is headquartered, 28% of people are in poverty. Residents have to find options to supplement income.
A lot of these people used to depend upon the coal mining industry, which is now gone, or mostly gone. So even if someone wasn't a coal miner, the impact of that mining system being gone is prevalent in their lives.
The collective hopes to help build a new system that keeps money in West Virginia and helps those faced with the decision of relocating or staying in the area.
It can create a whole nother industry for these folks.
To help build that industry, a new crop of students will join the collective's 34 beekeepers this coming winter. The group will more than double the collective's total beekeepers.
I don't know if you've ever gotten into a beehive, and it's very peaceful, it's very calming, and it's very hard to describe, but there's just a peacefulness about it that I love, and it's very hard to put into words. But if you could ever experience it, I highly, highly recommend it. I really do.